Shareholders Equity. So, itong hudyat na patapos na yung mga accounts, no? And so, Shareholders Equity. So, basically, we will be talking about the last component ng right side ng equation, di ba? So, asset is equal to liability plus capital. So, dun tayo sa capital. So, for sole proprietorship and partnership, di ba po, yung capital dyan, yung equity niya, it would be represented by the owner's capital account. So, paano po gumagalaw ang owner's capital? So, normal balance is credit. It will be increased by any additional investments made, and then it will be reduced by withdrawals. Ano? So, eto po dito medyo may nalilito. Sa withdrawals, regardless whether permanent or temporary yung drawings, that will be debited to capital. Okay, so magkakaroon lang naman ng relevance yung permanent and temporary when you are computing for weighted average capital. Masusundan mo kasi pag weighted average, ang kino-consider lang natin dun ay yung permanent drawings. Masusundan yan. Okay, next, ano pa? So, yung owner's capital will be increased by net income or it will be reduced by net loss. Tapos yan yung mga normal items na magpapagalaw dyan. Tapos para ma-maintain yung equality nung different sides nung T account, okay, so post natin dito yung ending. Nasusundan po ba to? Tapos kung may mga OCI items, dagdag nyo lang dyan. Diba? Parang another line item. Clear? Okay, next. Ang pinaka-komplikado na equity would be yung equity ng corporation, right? So sa corporation, ano po yung mga bumubuo ng shareholders equity? So there are three major accounts. Okay, we have your share capital and then share premium at saka retained earnings. Okay, so for share capital, so commonly, andyan po yung ordinary shares at saka preference shares. And then, aside from these items, your share capital could be composed of your subscribed share capital. Okay, so anong difference nung OSPS with subscribed share capital? Okay, so yung regular na share capital, these are issued shares. Ito namang subscribed share capitals, these shares are not yet issued. Why? Because they are not yet fully paid. Nasusundan po ba? Tapos yan, di ba lagi may kasama tong related na accounts? Related account? Ano po yun? Yung subscription receivable. So, normal balance is debit, kaya contra equity yan. Clear po ba? Tapos yun, may important note lang po tayo dito. Sa subscription receivable, hindi yan automatic na contra equity, di ba? If currently collectible or collectible siya within 12 months, what would be the appropriate presentation? Pagka currently collectible yan, it will be presented as part ng trade and other receivables. Pagka collectible siya beyond 12 months, pag beyond 12 months, then that's the time na magiging contra equity. Nasusundan po ba to? Nakukuha? Yes. Okay, next. And then, paano pag silent? What would be the presumption? Currently collectible or collectible beyond 12 months? Answer? Okay, collectible siya beyond 12 months. So, pagka silent yan, generally, ang subscription receivable will be treated as contra equity. Nasundan? Yes. Next, aside from subscribed share capital, pwede rin pong mapagalaw ang share capital by stock dividends payable or stock dividends distributable. Di ba? Yung stock dividends payable, ano sabi niya? This is not a liability. It is presented as an adjunct account to share capital. So, it will be added dun sa share capital mo. Nasusundan po ba? Okay, next. So, measured rin yan at par, di ba? And then, another item that could be affecting your share capital, pag po nag-issue tayo below par value, pwede mo itong i-present as a separate line item or, direct reduction sa, share capital, di ba? Discount on share capital. So, normal balance is debit. So, reduction. Clear po ba? Okay, so, kailan nagkakaroon ng discount on share capital? If the share capital was issued below par, or halimbawa, watered shares yan. In-overstate yung asset, tas na-uncover, to correct that, pwede niyang i-charge yung portion na ng overstatement, na hindi kayang i-absorb ng share premium dun sa discount on share capital. Nasusundan po ito? Okay, next. So, yan yung common na nagpapagalaw sa share capital natin. Ano? Aside from that, syempre, another major line item ng shareholders equity would be your share premium. O, eto, mas maganda alamin natin, what are the common items that will cause a movement to our share premium? So, pinaka-popular po dito would be, if we issue shares in excess of, ayan, par value, ayan, or stated value. So, yung excess over par, okay, excess over par value or stated value, ayan, saan po papasok? Share premium. Ano pa? Pag po merong transactions involving treasury shares, di ba? Yung reissuance and or retirement of treasury shares. Ayan, that could affect your share premium. Ano pa po? Okay, yung mga recapitalization. Okay, so transfers from one equity component to another equity component. Ano pa po? Quasi reorganization. So later on we will be illustrating this one. Ano? So quasi reorganization. Ano pa? O yung mga share options, naalala mo pa to sa bonds, di ba? Meron na tayong mga in-illustrate na ganyan. Share options and share warrants, di ba? Yung share options outstanding, share warrants outstanding, these are part of your share premium. Ano pa po? Okay, donated capital, or these are donations made by shareholders. Ano pa? O yung stock dividends, na classified as small. Pagka small stock dividend, that could affect your share premium. Nasusundan mo ta? Okay, next. So, aside from share premium, another major component, retained earnings. So, si retained earnings, regardless po, whether unappropriated yan or appropriated, credit balance yan. Ha? So, parehong add up yan pag nagko-compute ka ng shareholders equity. Kasi common error dito, yung appropriated, binabawas pa. Hindi po, di ba? Magkakamali ka doon. Kasi yung appropriated, nanggaling na yun sa unapprop. Nung inentryhan niya, ibinawas niya na. So, kung ibabawas mo na naman, na-double na, right? Okay, so, ito, normal balance na is credit trend. So, actually, yung sum nitong dalawa, this would be your total retained earnings. Nasusundan to? So, dun sa next handout natin, we will be discussing in details what are the transactions that will be affecting your retained earnings. Okay? Next, another account that could affect your shareholders equity, yung ating treasury shares. So, ano po ang treasury shares? These are shares issued, reacquired, but not canceled. Okay? So, ito, anong normal balance niya? So, debit yan. So, it's a contra equity account. Okay po? Next. And then, tapos dyan napapasok yung mga OCI items natin. So, yung cumulative balances, di ba? Yun yung i-report mo sa SFP or sa Statement of Financial Position. So, sa OCI items, i-recall na uli natin. Di ba, may dalawang classification to. Yung pwedeng i-recycle sa profit or loss pag di-recognize mo. Ano po yung mga pwedeng i-recycle, tapos ano hindi pwedeng i-recycle? So, for profit or loss, ano ulit ito? Unrealized gain or unrealized loss in investment in debt securities classified as FBOC. Tandaan na, yung unrealized gain or unrealized loss lang. Ano pa? Yung mga unrealized gain or unrealized loss arising from cash flow hedge. Ano pa? Yung translation adjustment. So, yan yung pwedeng i-recycle sa PNL. Pagka hindi naman pwedeng i-recycle sa PNL, saan siya i-recycle? Idediretso na yan sa retained earnings. So, ano po yun? Apat yan, investment in equity securities, FOC. Again, unrealized gain or unrealized loss lang. Yung natutuhan mo sa PPE, revaluation, surplus. Yung natutuhan natin sa employee benefits, remeasurement, adjustment. Nasusundan to? Okay pa tayo? Yes. Okay, so remeasurement, adjustment, and then the last one would be, yung unrealized gain or unrealized loss, attributable to credit risk of a financial liability, attributable to credit risk of a financial liability designated, dapat designated. So, financial liability designated at FVPL. Ayan. So, designated at FVPL. Ayan. So, these are the normal items, di ba, that will comprise your OCI. So, yung change for the period, yun yung nasa SCI, Statement of Comprehensive Income. Yung cumulative balances, yan naman po yung magre-reflect sa SFP. Nasusundan siya? Okay, next po. So, after knowing yung mga basic items that will comprise your shareholders' equity, alamin po natin yung mga basic transactions involving your share capital, yung subscribe natin, and then yung treasury. Okay, so anong relevance ng tatlong items na yon? That will enable you to compute for issued and outstanding. Diba? So, paano po mag-compute ng issued and outstanding? Issued plus subscribed less treasury. So, dapat alam natin paano i-account yung mga items na yan. Okay, so dun muna tayo sa basic issuance ng share capital. Okay, so sa basic issuance ng share capital, may dalawang methods na pwedeng i-apply. Okay, ano yan? We have the memo method at saka journal entry method. Naalala ba? Okay, so at what dates can we identify yung differences between memo method and journal entry method? Okay, so may dalawang dates yan na magkakaiba sila, no? So first po, sa date of authorization, when the entity is authorized to issue shares. Ayan, so pagka memo method ang gamit, kaya siya tinawag na memo method because on the date of authorization, gagawa siya ng memo entry. So sasabihin niya lang doon, the entity was authorized to issue this number of shares at this par value. Okay, pagka naman journal entry method, kaya siya tinawag na journal entry method kasi may entry na gagawin. What would be the pro forma entry? Debit unissued. Unissued share capital and then credit authorized share capital. So, tingnan mo, from this one, di ba, anong normal balance ng unissued? Debit. Authorized, credit. So, pag nag-compute ka, authorized less unissued. Nagets mo? So, ano po yung concept ng authorized? This would be the maximum number of shares that will be issued by, that can be issued by the entity. Yung unissued, yung hindi pa na-issue. So, authorized, less unissued, anong difference? Authorized, less unissued, maximum number of shares, less sa yung hindi niya pa na-issue, anong difference? O, issued lang rin yun. Gets po ba? Okay, so yun ha. Next, ano pa? Sa date of issuance, another major difference sa date of issuance. Sa date of issuance, in-issue siya in excess of par, so debit cash na lang ha. O, debit cash, credit, share capital at par, and then share premium for the excess. O dito anong entry niya? Debit cash, credit, unissued. O yun yung difference, no? Unissued share capital and then credit share premium. So 3 na track niya, 'di ba? Nasusundan mo. So pero yung difference niyan, authorized less unissued, 'di ba? Yun rin naman yung maging equivalent no issued share capital dito. So regardless of the method used, okay, same lang yung net effect niyan sa equity. Clear po ba to? Okay, so ano ang common method na ginagamit? Memo, di ba? Memo method. Okay, so later on, as we discuss, puro memo method lang. Ha? Okay, next. So sa issuance po ng share capital, dapat very much familiar tayo dun sa appropriate valuation. Okay, valuation of consideration received. Ayan. Kasi yung consideration received, yun yung magdi-determine kung magkano yung total increase sa equity. Diba? Halimbawa, ang par value ay 100, nag-issue ka ng shares at 115. O diba, magkano magiging total increase mo sa equity? Automatic yun, yung 115. Kasi diba, ang entry mo, kunyari, cash, 115. Credit share capital, 100. Tapos, share premium na 15. So, nag-increase yung share capital mo ng 100, nag-increase yung share premium mo ng 15. So, pero ang shortcut nun, yung appropriate valuation ng consideration received. Nagets mo yan? Okay, so ano po ba yung mga pwede nating matanggap kapag nag-i-issue tayo ng shares? So, yun, yung basic would be cash. Okay, so kung magkano lang po yung face amount ng cash. Paano kung non-cash asset? Eto, napag-asapan na natin to sa PPE, di ba? Okay, so issuance of share capital. Okay, paano yan? Ano ang order of priority mo? Fair value of asset received. Okay? Pag walang fair value ang asset received or mas determinable ang fair value of share capital issued, yun yung gamitin mo. Nasusundan? And then, pagka walang fair values na available, you use par value of share capital issued. Gets po ba to? O pag wala pa ring par, stated value. Okay? Next, ano pa? Aside from non-cash, pwede rin tayo makatanggap ng services in exchange for the share capital. So pagka services, ano lang gagawin? Ito, same order of priority, palitan mo lang yung asset ng service. Yun na yung magiging appropriate valuation mo. Nasusundan to? Next, another po would be, pwede ka rin maka-receive or ang pwedeng maging consideration natin would be settlement of liability. Ayan. So, settlement of liability. So, liability settlement. So, pagka liability settlement, anong gagawin natin? Anong concept ang gamitin mo? Gamitin mo yung inaral natin sa equity swap. Diba? So, sa equity swap, familiar? Narinig mo yung equity swap? Yes? Okay, last time lang yon, ano? So, pagka nag-qualify as equity swap, anong initial measurement? Fair value of share capital issued. Pag wala, fair value of liability extinguished. Pag walang fair values, carrying amount of liability extinguished. Nalala? Next po, paano naman kapag hindi nag-qualify as equity swap, such as convertible bonds, liabilities to related parties. Anong sabi natin? Walang fair value consideration. Carrying amount of liability extinguished. Clear? Clear yan? Yes. Okay, so yan po yung sa valuation. Okay na? Next, pagka nag-issue ka above par, any excess saan papasok? Share premium. Okay na? Next, paano po pag nag-issue tayo below par? Okay, so anong balancing figure mo? Discount on share capital. Yung discount on share capital, required yun na dapat makolekta natin from shareholder. Okay? Kasi, diba, bawal mag-issue ng share below par value. Did you get this? Nakukuha po ba? In case of par value shares, pag no par with stated value, hindi required na makolekta yung discount on share capital. So, required lang makolekta yung discount on share capital kapag ka nag-issue siya below par value. Nagets mo? That par value yung shares. Clear po ba? Gets yan? Okay. Next. Aside from, ito na yung issuance of share capital mo, i-account naman natin na sunod is yung treasury shares. So, for treasury shares, exclusively, ano ang required na method to account for treasury shares? Answer, we are required to use cost method. Yan. So, cost method. So, ang entry niya, date of acquisition, debit TS, and then yung consideration given. Okay, so dapat, yan, kung magkano yung cost mo, yun yung i-recognize mo as treasury share. Tapos palagi po may kasunod na entry yan. Pag nag-recognize ka ng TS, you need to appropriate your retained earnings. Yan. Nasusundan siya. So, debit area na prop, credit area prop. Ngayon, tinanong ka, anong magre-represent ng cost ng treasury share? Pag treasury share po, ang cost niyan, okay, kapag ka ang ibinayad cash, di madali yung face amount lang ng cash. Paano kung ang ibayad na ay non-cash? Anong magiging cost ng TS? Answer? Okay, kung magkano po ang carrying amount. Diba? Carrying amount of asset given up. Is that clear? Okay, so yun yung magre-represent ng cost. Walang fair value consideration kasi pag nag-fair value ka dito, magkakaroon ng gain or loss. Diba? Okay, so not allowed yun. Clear? Clear po ba? Next. So pagka may treasury shares tayo, ano po yung pwede natin gawin sa treasury shares? So basically, you have two options. Either to reissue it or to retire it. So paano po pagka i-reissue natin ang treasury shares? What would be the pro forma entry? So ano ba yung mga possible scenario? So pwede mong i-issue yan at cost. Kapag ka at cost, madali, di ba? Debit cash, credit TS, balance ka na. Diba? So, wala nang ibang items na affected. Paano po pagka greater than cost? Paano po pag greater than cost? Debit cash, credit TS. So, ito kasi as if kumita ka, di ba? Binili mo ng 10 pesos na ibenta mo ng 12 pesos. Nagets mo? Okay, so saan papasok pagka gain? As if gain. Okay, share premium, treasury shares. Ayan, share premium TS. Nasusundan po ba? Ayan. So, ito, actual board exam, no? Sa theory question siya. So, gain from sale of treasury shares should be credited to, sagot, share premium. Kaya, next, pwede naman na mag-issue tayo below cost. Okay, pagka below cost yan, what would be the pro forma entry? So, debit cash, credit TS. Di ba mas mababa yung natanggap mo than its cost? So, saan mo siya i-charge? Okay, sabi niya, tignan mo muna kung may share premium TS. Kung meron, i-exhaust mo muna yon. Okay, pagka hindi enough, diba, kulang, di ba? So, saan mo i-charge yung hindi na-absorb? Okay, so, diretso ka na ng retained earnings. Ayan, so, retained earnings. Kaya to? Nasundan po ba? Yes. Next, paano? Another po would be, okay, pwede mo namang i-retire ang treasury. Ayan, so, retirement ng treasury share. So, what would be the pro forma journal entry pag retirement? So, una po, kailangan alamin mo, okay, meron ka bang perceived gain as if kumita ka ba or nalugi? So, paano natin malalaman kung kumita tayo o nalugi? Okay, compare mo lang yung original issue price mo at saka yung acquisition mo ng treasury. Okay, so halimbawa, ang par value ng shares natin ay 10. In-issue mo, o original issuance, 15. O para masabing kumita, magkano mo dapat in-acquire ang TS? Greater than 15 or lower than 15? Ano, para masabi mong kumita ka, o nung nag-issue ka, nakatanggap ka ng 15. Binili mo ang TS ng magkano para kumita ka? Dapat lower than 15 pesos. Nasundan mo siya. So, halimbawa, binili natin at 13. So, anong magiging entry mo? Okay? Paano ka kumita dyan? Nung nagbenta ka, 15 yung na-receive mo. Tapos, nung binili mo siya, di ba, binibili yung treasury shares? Ayan. Lesser than? Okay. Lesser than your original issue price. Nakuha? So, anong pro forma entry? Debit, share capital, at par value of 10. Tapos, tanggalin mo po. Pag retirement, tanggalin ng share premium, original issuance. Okay? So, regardless whether perceived gain or loss yan. So, yung original na par value, na share premium. Okay? So, di ba, 10, tapos in-issue ng 15, so may share premium na 5 piso. And then, TS, magkano mo siya binili? 13. O, saan papasok? Yung gain. Share premium, TS, 2 pesos. Nakuha mo? Nasundan po ba? Okay, so yan. So, lagyan natin ha, o, para magmukhang pro forma entry lang. Ayun. So, next, o, paano naman po pagka perceived loss? O, dapat bibilin mo siya at an amount greater than its original issue price. So, kunyari, bilhin natin at 18 pesos. So, diyan ka malulugi. Okay, ito. So, anong entry? Share capital, 10. Share premium, original issuance, 5. Diba? Nung ikaw nag-issue, 15 yung natanggap mo. Nung ikaw na yung bumili, 18 yung binayad mo. Tapos, i-retire mo lang rin. Nasundan? Okay, so, credit TS, magkano yung TS natin? 18. O, saan i-charge? O, pareho lang po, di ba? Pareho lang ng pag-charge dyan. So, share premium, TS. O, pag hindi enough, retained earnings. Ayan. So, ganyan yung magiging pro forma journal entry natin. Nasundan yan. Okay na po ba to? Yes. Okay, so, yun. O, so, anong concept niya? Regardless whether reissuance yan or retirement, pagka gain, as if gain, share premium TS. Pagka lugi, share premium TS. Pag hindi enough, okay, retained earnings. Kaya, nasundan? Yes. Okay, so basta, tandaan mo, pag retirement po, tinatanggal yung original, okay, share premium from original issuance. Did you get this? Okay ba po? Okay, next. O, pagka-subscribe naman, so, anong mga relevant dates sa subscription? For subscription, so there are 3 relevant dates, tama? Ano yan? So, we have your date of subscription. Okay, so anong entry niya? Debit cash, kung merong ibinayad, tapos yung matitira, subscription, receivable. And then, subscribed share capital at par. And then, credit, share premium. Okay? O, tapos, kapag, anong next na date? Date of collection. So, debit cash, credit, subscription, receivable. Ayan. And then, pagka in-issue na, no, dahil bayad na siya, so, date of issuance, subscribe share capital at par to, and then credit, share capital, which is also at par, balance ka na. O, favorite na theory question dyan, okay, kailan ka nagre-recognize ng share premium? Sagot, date of subscription and not on the date of issuance. Did you get this? Naalala na? Okay, so yun. So anong relevance itong tatlo? You can compute now for your outstanding shares. So outstanding shares would be equal to issued plus subscribed less treasury. Yan. So treasury reduction. So ito na yung issued and outstanding or simply outstanding. Clear po ba? O, tandaan na, issued and outstanding are one and the same. Issued and outstanding and issued, okay, are two different things. Okay? So yung issued and outstanding, na-consider nyo na yung subscribe at saka treasury shares. O, eto lang, medyo ingatan mo lang kasi relevant to sa declaration ng dividends, ganyan. Okay, so pwede kasing ibase siya sa number of shares. Pagka number of shares, hindi masyadong komplikado eh. Kunin mo lang kung ilang shares yung issued, yung subscribe, and then yung PS. Okay, medyo possible na mag-commit ng error pagka peso value. O, di ba? Kasi ito, issued, nakapar. Subscribed share capital mo, nakapar din. Pero yung treasury, ano siya? Naka-cost, di ba? Okay, pero dapat kapag ka-issued and outstanding ang kino-compute mo, gamitan mo siya ng par value. Nakuha mo yon? So, medyo iingatan mo yon, ha? Okay, so, ayun. Kung di naman nagawa sa yon, at least dito magawa mo. Okay, hindi, chola. Okay, so, ayun. O, tapos, kung sanay ka talaga dito, tas capable ka, edi pwede mo naman gawin para ma-minimize yung error, multiply mo na lang ng par value per share. O, yun lang rin naman yung lalabas doon. Kaya lang may mga nakita na tayong problems na hindi mo talaga ma-identify yung yung number of shares. So, if ever, yung sa treasury lang, dapat naka-par value kapag issued and outstanding yung kino-compute mo. Did you get this? Nasundan po ba? Okay, so let's illustrate some of these concepts dun sa mga problems natin for this, for the next handout, no? So, shareholders equity. Ayan, so, eto. So, what if, yung unang problem, ito, issuance, di ba yung basic na valuation na pinag-usapan natin? O what if naman, you issued 2 or more instruments for a lump sum price? O, yung proceeds, pagka ganyan, i-allocate lang. Okay, so, tignan mo, kung ang in-issue mo ay parehong equity instruments, so, halimbawa, preference shares at OS, o di ba magka-level sila, pareho silang equity? So, anong basis ng allocation? Relative fair market value. Kunin mo fair value nito, kunin mo fair value, and then yan na yung allocation factor mo. Nasundan po ba? Paano naman kung siya lang yung may fair value? Eh di, ito wala. Bigyan mo siya ng fair value, sa kanya yung excess. O pagka PS at OS parehong walang fair value, what would be the appropriate allocation basis? O par value naman. Nasusundan yan. Okay, next. O pwede rin naman, ito naaral na natin sa bonds. O, paano pag nag-issue ka ng debt instrument, halimbawa bonds, together with equity shares. O, halimbawa, bonds tsaka equity component, halimbawa, conversion option, detachable, non-detachable warrants, nasusundan yon. O, so, anong basis palagi ng allocation pagka ganyan? Residual approach. Paano yung residual approach? Bigyan mo ng fair value si bonds and then any excess equity. O, para consistent dun sa definition ng equity na residual interest siya. Diba? Residual interest, after deducting all liabilities from the assets. Nasusundan mo yon? Okay, so ayun. So, bigyan mo siya ng fair value, any excess equity component. Kuha po ba? So, paano i-determine ang fair value ng bonds? Quoted price. Pag walang quoted price, ano po? Present value of cash flows. Nalala? Okay, so yan. So, ito yung gagamitin natin for problem number 1. Okay, tas yun, tuloy-tuloy na uli, ha? Okay, so what amount should be reported as share premium from PS? What amount should be reported as share premium from ordinary shares? During the current year, an entity issued 10,000 ordinary shares with par value of 100 and 20,000 convertible preference shares with 200 peso par value for 8 million. So, magkano daw po ang proceeds? 8 million. Anong in-issue niya? OS and PS. O, dahil parehong equity, magka-level, anong basis ng allocation? Relative fair market value. So, magkano ang fair value? Total fair value ng OS. 10,000 shares multiplied by magkanong fair value ng OS? 360 per share. So 10,000 times 360, that would be 3.6. Nakuha? Next po, 20,000 multiplied by magkanong preference share per share? 270. So 20,000 times 270, magkano yun? 5.4. Okay ba? Nakuha? Okay, so magkano po ang total fair market value? So 9 million. So from this, create tayo ng allocation factor. So 3.6 divided by 9 million multiplied by 8 million, magkano po yan? 3.2. And then for the preference share, so sa kanya naman yung 4.8. Kuha to? So what would be the journal entry? Okay, to record the transaction para makita. So debit cash, 8 million. And then credit OS, di ba? Share capital yan. So palagi at par. So 10,000, magkanong par value niya? 100. So that would be 1 million. Pero magkanong allocated sa kanya? 3.2. So share premium OS, 2,200,000. Next po, PS, magkanong par value? 20,000 by 200. Magkano ba? 4 million pesos. O magkanong allocated sa kanya? 4.8. So share premium PS, that would be 800,000. Nasundan? Okay ba to? Yes. Next, another issuance. So the entity also issued 6% bonds with a maturity value of 6 million. So ano rin ang sinasabi niya doon? Yan yung face amount, di ba? Okay. So together with 20,000 ordinary shares. So yung in-issue niya, bonds at saka OS. Yan. So anong basis ng allocation? Residual approach. So for a combined cash amount of 11 million. So total proceeds 11 million to be allocated between the bonds and the OS. The market value of the OS cannot be determined. If the bonds were issued separately, the bonds would have been sold for 5 million. So magkano fair value daw ng bonds? 5 million. So magkano para sa OS? Okay, yung excess lang na 6 million. O, yun na. Nakuha po ba? Nasundan yan? Okay, so let's journalize the transaction. Anong entry niya? Debit cash. Magkano natanggap? 11 million. Issue tayo ng bonds. Di ba pag bonds payable, naka-face amount yan. So magkano to? 6 million. Pero magkano yung allocated? 5 million. So dapat mag-create tayo ng discount on bonds payable amounting to 1 million. Nasundan? Yes. Okay, next. And then OS. Ilang shares po yung OS? 20,000. Multiplied by 100 na par value. So that would be 2 million. O tapos, share premium OS, gusto mo balancing figure na lang. Or, yung total allocated sa kanya was 6 million. Tapos, 2 million to. So, magkano share premium? 4 million. Nasundan siya? Gets po? Yes. Okay, so what amount should be reported as share premium from PS? O, isa lang naman yung sa PS, 800,000. Okay, what amount should be reported as share premium from OS? O, eto, yung dalawa, di ba? Yung 2.2 at saka 4 million. So, magkano yan? 6.2. So, ito po yung sagot for number 2. So, Charlie and Delta. Kuha? Pero ano lang ang concept na ginamit? Ito. Diba? Yung allocation. Okay na? Next po. O, yung number 2, illustration po ng problem involving treasury shares. So, anong hinihingi? What amount should be reported as share premium at year-end? Okay. So, an entity reported the following shareholders' equity at the beginning of the current year. So, during the current year, the entity had the following share transactions. Okay, so, lagyan natin dito. So, acquired 20,000 treasury shares for 1 million. O, di ba? At cost ka. So, debit TS, credit cash. Magkano? 1 million. Tas di ba relevant sa atin kung magkano ang cost per unit or cost per share? So pwede mo na i-compute. Magkano ang cost per share? 50 pesos. 1 million divided by 20,000. Ano pang isang entry? RE, unapprove, RE approve. Pero hindi na natin papakita. Basta automatic po yun. Pagka nag-acquire ka ng TS, mag-appropriate ka ng RE. Okay? And then pagka ni-reissue mo na siya or ni-retire mo na siya, dapat i-reverse mo din yung ginawa mong appropriation. So, RE approve, RE unapprove. Nasusundan. So, kumbaga, yung RE appropriated for TS po will be equivalent to the outstanding cost of the treasury shares. Did you get that? Nakuha ha? So, hindi na natin papakita palagi yung entry na yon. Okay? Next. Anong sumunod? Sold 15,000 treasury shares at 60 pesos per share. Magkano yung cost mo? 50. Okay? Magkano mo siya nagbenta? 60. So, above cost. So, masaya malungkot. Anong sagot? Di ba? Kumita ka ng 10 pesos. So, saan papasok yung gain na yon? Share premium TS. So, what would be the entry? Debit cash, 15,000 by 60 pesos. Magkano to? 900,000. And then, credit TS, 15,000 by 50 pesos. Di ba? Yung cost per share, 1 million divided by 20,000. So, magkano po yan? 750,000. And then, yung as if gain, share premium TS. Magkano po? 150,000. Did you get this? Nakuha po? Yes. Next. Next po. Ano pa? Sold the remaining treasury shares at 45 per share. So, ano siya? Below cost, di ba? Nung ikaw ang bumili, 50 pesos yung ibinayad mo. Nung ibinenta mo, 45 lang yung natanggap. So, nalugi ka, di ba? So, anong entry? Debit cash, 5,000 multiplied by 45 kasi 20 yun, di ba? Okay, tas nabenta mo na yung 15. Okay, so 5 na lang yung natira. So, magkano yun? 5,000 times 45, please. 225. Pero magkanong cost nito? TS, 5,000 by 50 pesos, magkano yan? 250. Pagkalugi, saan i-charge? Share premium TS. Meron ba tayo nun? Yes, ito yung nag-arise sa transaction na to. So, share premium TS. Enough ba? Yes, ang kulang lang ay 25. 150 siya. Diba? So, enough. Kung hindi enough, okay, yung excess, yung hindi pa na-absorb, charge mo sa retained earnings. Nasundan? Okay, so magkano po ang share premium natin? So, share premium at year-end, so yung beginning mo was 2 million, di ba? Yung carrying amount niya. Tapos, nag-increase by 150 because of the treasury share transaction, but it was later reduced by 25,000 nung nagkaroon ng reissuance at loss or below cost. Okay? So, magkano po ang ating share premium? 2 million 125,000. Nasundan yan? So, 2,125,000. So, that would be letter A. Alpha. Number 3, illustration naman po to ng issued and outstanding shares. Ayan. So, ano ulit ang difference ng issued with outstanding? Okay, so yung outstanding, issued plus subscribed minus treasury. So, hinihingi sa atin ilan ang issued, ilan ang outstanding. So, it will be adjusted by treasury. Tapos tingnan natin kung may subscribe. Ano? Okay. An entity had issued 100,000 ordinary shares. Okay? Of this, 5,000 shares were held as treasury at the beginning of the current year. So, by 100,000, okay, so 5,000. So, yung 5,000 kasama ba ng 100? Yes, di ba? Kasi ito, issued rin to. Yun nga lang, nire-acquire mo lang. Gets? Kaya, ilan ang outstanding natin? Ilan ang outstanding?
95.
Ilan ang magiging outstanding mo? 95. 100 minus 5. Gets mo? Sige. Next, during the current year, transactions involving ordinary shares were 2,000 shares of treasury were sold. Okay, so babawasan natin yung treasury ng 2,000. Affected po ba yung issued doon? Answer po would be no. Di ba? Kasi nandun na yun eh. Kasama na yan dyan. Ano? Okay, 10,000 previously unissued shares were sold. So, previously unissued. So, dadagdagan natin yan. Okay, so ilan na yan initially? 110. Ito po ay 3,000. Kuha. Next, anong sumunod? 341, share split took effect. O pag may share split, ano lang yan? Anong entry mo pag share split? Memo lang yan, no? Memo. Kasi, ang mangyari, pag split up, dadami yung shares, proportionately, bababa yung par value. Pag split down or reverse split naman, ayan, anong mangyari? Bababa yung shares, tataas proportionately yung par value per share. Pero, yung total share capital mo will remain the same. Kaya hindi niya kailangan ng journal entry. Nagets mo yan? Okay, next po. Next. So, eto, 341 share split. Split up or split down? Split up or split down? O, split up po yan. Dahil silent? Hindi. Dahil po dun sa ratio. Kasi ang basa doon, 3 new shares for 1 old shares. Kaya dadami. Nasundan? Okay, so yun. So, times 3 ito. Okay, tapos times 3 ka dyan. So, ilan ang issued natin? 330,000 shares. Okay, next. Ang treasury mo, 9,000. So, ilan ang issued and outstanding? So, issued and outstanding would be 321,000. So, answer for this one would be for both items, letter A. Alpha. Next. Number 4. Anong hinihingi? So, ito, illustration naman ng retirement ng treasury shares. Ano? What amount should be reported as share capital outstanding at year-end? So, share capital. So, yung balance. No? O, tingnan natin. So, at year-end, an entity canceled 5,000 shares of 50 pesos par value held in treasury at an average cost of 120 per share. Before recording the cancellation of the treasury shares, the entity had the following shareholders equity. So, balances before retirement. So, i-retire natin. So, anong pro forma entry? So, alamin natin kung perceived gain ba yan or perceived loss. So, sa anong i-compare mo? Issue price versus cost ng treasury. Magkano cost ng treasury? Binanggit na sa atin. 120. Nasundan? So, magkano po ang issue price? Sabi niya, share capital, 50,000 shares originally issued at 75. So, nung ikaw ang nagbenta, magkano natanggap mo? 75. Nung ikaw ang bumili, magkano ang ibinayad mo? 120. So, perceived gain or perceived loss? Loss, di ba? So, lugi ka, di ba? So, anong entry? So, debit, share capital. So, ilang share? 5,000 multiplied by 50. Di ba? Par value. So, magkano to? 250,000. O, tas pag retirement, palagi tanggalin ang share premium from original issuance. So, magkano uli yan? 5,000 multiplied by 25. Nasundan ba 25? 75 yung original issue price. Ang par ay 50. So, 25 yung excess. Clear po ba? Actually, kahit hindi ibigay yan, what if hindi ibigay yung 75 pesos? Paano mo mako-compute yung share premium from original issuance? You need to compute for average share premium. Paano yung average share premium? So, yung share premium na 1,250 divided by yung number of shares, di ba, na in-issue mo. So, 1,250 divided by 50,000. Nasusundan siya. So, if ever hindi ibigay yon. Kuha? So, ayun. Next. Next po. So, magkano yan? 125. Pero magkanong cost ng TS mo? Ang cost ng TS was 5,000 by 120. Kaya yun, yung carrying amount was 600,000. Okay? So, saan natin i-charge? Ang loss, share premium TS. May share premium TS po ba? Wala. Okay? So, dahil walang share premium TS, retained earnings. Nakuha? So, magkanong charge mo sa RE? 200? 225,000. 225,000. So, magkano na ang share capital natin? So, ang share capital mo, nagsimula tayo ng magkano? 2.5 million. Nagbawas ka ng magkano? 250. Okay, so magkano pang natitira? Okay, so 2,250,000. So, diba? Nasundan po. And, alam nyo kaya madali yung shareholders kasi parang basta alam mo kung paano entryhan, pwede kang mag-solve, diba? Diba? So, yung hindi siya masyadong magamit ng analysis. Basta marunong ka mag-entry. Diba? Ano alam ba kayo? Yes. Di ba parang lahat pwede mo siyang isolve through journal entries? Anyway, so, ayun. Now, next, number 5. What is the total shareholders equity on December 31, 2020? Okay, so, ayun. So, tingnan natin to. An entity was organized on January 1, 2019. On that date, the entity issued 200,000 shares with 10 peso par value at 15 pesos per share. Okay, so anong entry niya dyan? Ano magiging entry niya? Debit cash, magkano po? 200,000 multiplied by 15. So magkano to? 200,000 times 15? 3 million. Ayan, so 3 million. O, next. And then, credit. Share capital. Magkano pong magiging share capital niya? 200 by 10 pesos. So, that would be 2 million. And then, credit. Share premium, 1 million. O, di ba? Kung itra-track natin individually, may increase na share, sa share capital na 2 million. May increase sa share premium na 1 million. Kaya lang hinihingi naman sa atin total shareholders equity. So anong sabi natin? Basta alam mo kung magkano yung tamang valuation ng consideration received, yun yung magre-represent ng total increase sa equity. So in this case, magkano? 3 million. Nasundan mo siya? Okay, so pero pwede naman natin i-track individually, ha? Okay, next. During the period January 1, 2019 through December 31, 2020, the entity reported net income of 2 million and paid cash dividends of 500,000. So, kunyari, entryhan mo yan, sa ano kaya ang naging entry niya? So, to record the income, debit income summary, credit, retained earnings, di ba? Okay, so 2 million. And then, para sa declaration ng dividends or payment ng dividends, debit, RE, credit, ano po, dividends payable or cash kung binayaran na. So, ang sabi niya, paid na, no? So, lagay na natin cash. So, magkano po? 500,000. Okay, pero di ba sabi natin, yung capital mo, it will be increased by income. So, add up natin yung 2 million. And then, it will be reduced by any distribution made to shareholders. So, bawasan natin ng 500,000. Nasusundan po siya. Okay, next. On January 5, 2020, the entity purchased TS or 10,000 shares at 20 pesos per share to be held as treasury. O in effect, anong concept ng treasury? Nag-invest siya, ibinabalik mo yung investment niya. Diba? So, reduction yan sa shareholders. Diba? Kaya nga pagka nag-recognize ka ng TS, diba? Magkakaroon ka ng contra equity. Nakuha mo? So, magkano to? 10,000 multiplied by 20. So, magkano yan? 200,000. So, di ba? Reduction to sa equity. So, bawas tayo ng 200,000. Next po. Asan pa? On December 31, 2020, 5,000 treasury shares were sold at 30. So, may nag-invest na naman. Nakukuha mo? Okay, so, anong entry niya? Debit cash. Magkano po? 5,000 multiplied by 30. So, nag-invest siya ng 150. O, credit TS. Magkanong cost ng TS? 20. 100. And then, credit share premium TS, okay, 50,000. Nasundan yan? Yes. Okay, pero magkano lang ang ininvest sa atin? 150,000. Gets? Okay, next. And the remaining treasury shares were retired. O anong concept ng retirement? Meron po bang gagalaw dyan? Magbibigay ba tayo ng cash? Okay, may matatanggap ba tayo na consideration? Answer, di ba? Tingnan mo, yung debit niya puro equity items. Credit niya puro equity items. So net effect nito sa equity, wala. Gets mo? Nasusundan yon. Pero sige, entryhan natin para ma-recall na rin. Okay, so ano pong magiging entry? Debit, share capital, ilang shares to? 5,000 by 20. Okay, so 5,000 by 20, 5,000 share capital, magkano pong par? 10. Okay, so 5,000 times 10, magkano to? 50,000. Tapos anong sabi natin? Tanggalin mo ang share premium from original issuance. How much was the amount received when the shares were originally issued? Nung January 1, di ba? 15. Okay, so meron kang 5,000 multiplied by 5. Nasundan to? Okay, kasi 15 ang original issue price. Okay, next. Magkano ang naging cost ng treasury mo? 5,000 by 20, di ba? Okay, so lugi ka. So magkano po yan? 100,000. Okay, next. So ano ang balancing figure natin? Saan mo charge? Share premium, TS. So magkano po ang reduction sa share premium TS? Okay, 25 ang kailangan, may 50 ka, enough siya. So pero walang effect sa total equity. Okay, so yun. So dito, sa calculation mo, kung total approach ka, walang effect. So magkano magiging sagot? 4 million. Magkano balance po nito? 4,450,000. 4,450,000. So, pwedeng ito yung approach mo. Or kung gusto mo, isa-isahin natin, di ba? So, yung share capital, magkano pong share capital? Nagsimula ka ng 2 million. Okay, sige. Tapos, nag-create ng share premium. Okay, so magkano ang share premium? 1 million. O, tapos po, may RE ka. Magkano ang RE? 2 million. Tapos, nagbawas ng 500,000 for the dividends. Tapos po, nagkaroon ka ng treasury shares. Magkano yan? 200,000. Next po, dito na ako So, nag-reduce yung treasury shares mo by 100,000. Nag-create ng 50,000 na share premium TS. Okay, next. Share capital, bawas ka ng 50. Ano pa? Share premium original issuance, bawas ka ng 25. Bawas ka ng 25 kasi yung share premium TS. And then, yung TS, credit ka uli ng 100. Okay, so wala nang share premium TS. Nasundan to? Yes. Next, magkano po ang share capital? Kaya ko to, 1,950. Next, ang share premium po, magkano? 1 million yung total. Tama? Okay, next, magkano po ang RE? 1.5. Ayan, so, ito yung mga balances mo, 1,950 plus 1 million plus 1.5. So, magkano po ang sagot? 4,450,000. O, diba? So, nakita mo kung yung ano yung difference pag inisa-isa mo siya kaysa dun sa proper, parang appropriate determination lang nung consideration na natatanggap natin from shareholders. Nasundan siya? Nakakuha po ba? Okay, sige. Next, number 6. Last problem for shareholders equity. So, anong hinihingi sa atin? Share capital, share premium, ano ba? Total shareholders equity, tingnan natin kung ano i-create. And then, how many shares are outstanding? So, monitor tayo ng issued, And then, okay, kung may treasury man, tingnan natin. Ha? Okay, so, an entity was organized at the beginning of current year with 100,000 authorized shares of 100 pesos par value. During the current year, the following transactions occurred. So, sold 30,000 shares at 150 pesos per share. So, anong entry niya? Debit cash. Magkano po yun? Sige, sulat na natin. 30,000 by 150, magkano to? 4.5. And then, share capital, 30,000, magkano par value? 100. So, that would be 3 million. And then, share premium, magkano po? 1.5. Okay? O, so, track natin. So, 3 million yung increase sa share capital, 1.54 share premium. Pero later on, di ba, kahit na hindi ka mag-entry dyan, pagka nagsasagot ka na talaga. Okay, next. O, February 1. Ano po ang journal entry niya ng February 1? Okay, so for February 1, issued 2,000 shares for legal services with fair value of 250. The shares on this date are quoted at 140. So, ano ang basis ng valuation kapag ka services yung natatanggap natin? Fair value of services. Available po ba? Yes. So, debit, okay, debit asset kung capitalizable or expense kung hindi capitalizable. Magkano po? 250. Okay, and then, share capital, 2,000 by 100. So, magkano to? 200,000. And then, credit, share premium, 50. Yan yung entry niya. So, lagay natin. So, 200,000 and then yung 50. Nga pala yung issued natin. Ano? So, nag-issue ka ng 30, nag-issue ka ng 2,000. O, March 1. Ano pong nangyari ng March 1? Purchased 5,000 treasury shares at cost of 120. So, debit, TS, credit cash. 5,000 by 120. So, magkanong cost nito? 600,000. So, may madadagdag na account. TS, may balancing 600,000. Next, October 31. Anong nangyari ng October 31? October 31, issued 5,000 convertible bonds at 120. So, magkano natanggap mo? 5 million by 120. So, magkano yun? So, 5 million by 120% times 1.2. So, ito ay 6 million. O, next, paanong allocation uli? Pagka convertible bonds, residual approach. Bigyan mo ng valuation yung bonds. The bonds are quoted at 98 without the conversion feature. Nasundan na? Okay, so magkano pong value ng bonds? 5 million times 0.98, magkano yan? 4.9. So, credit tayo ng bonds payable at face amount, magkano? 5 million. Nasundan? Pero magkano tamang valuation niya? 4.9. So, discount on bonds payable, magkano? 100. Para maging 4.9. Right? And then, yung excess, 6 million minus 4.9, share premium, conversion option, 1.1 million. Nasundan? O, sabi natin, yung option na yan, part lang yan ng share premium. So, add up tayo ng 1.1. Kaya? Okay pa, okay pa? Yes. Next, declared. So, may na-issue ba tayong shares doon? Wala naman, ano? Tapos, may treasury na tayo na ilan? 5,000. Hindi na-track eh, no? Next, November 15, declared a 2-for-1 share split when the market value of the share was 160. May relevance po ba yung market value? Wala naman, no? Kung i-account mo lang yung splits. Ayan, so 32 and then 5 times 2 times 2. So, ilan na ang ating issued? 64,000. Ang treasury mo ay 10,000. Okay na? So, anong entry? Memo lang, di ba? Memo. December 15, sold 20,000 shares at 75. O, December 15, debit cash, 20,000 shares by 75. Magkano po ito? 1.5. Tama? Oh, next. And then credit. Share capital, 20,000. Magkano ng bagong par mo? Nag 2-for-1 split ka, 50 pesos na lang, di ba? Okay, so dating 100, nag 2-for-1, so divide by 2. Okay na? Next. So, tapos share premium, 500. O, ito kailangan nating i-track individually kasi specific element yung tinatanong. Ano? So, dagdag tayo dito ng 1 million and then share premium na 500. Next po, on net income for the year was 2 million. Anong entry? Debit income summary, credit retained earnings. Okay, so lagay na natin dito. RE, 2 million. Okay, o, tapos yung in-issue nating share, dagdag ko dito 20,000. Okay, so wala na po ano. So share capital. Magkano ang share capital? 4.2. Share premium, magkano to? 3,150,000. Tama? Okay, so 3,150,000. TS, 6 RE, 200. O, tinatanong tayo, magkano ang total shareholders equity? So, share capital of 4.2, share premium of 3,150, retained earnings of 2 million. Tapos baka makalimutan mo na ang treasury share ay contra equity. So, ibawas mo yan. Ha? Okay, so magkano po ang shareholders equity natin? 8,750,000. Tama? Okay, so 8,750,000. And then, how many shares are outstanding at year end? So, ang issued mo, 84. Ang ating treasury, 10,000. So, ilan po ang issued and outstanding? 74,000 shares. Nasundan? Oh, actually, pwede pang ang gawin dyan, hindi ito ipakita sa'yo, di ba? So, pero pwede mo makompute yung issued. Paano? Dun sa share capital, 4.2 divided by 50 pesos. Yun lang rin yun. Nasundan mo? So, 4.2 divided by 50 pesos, edi 84. Tapos may treasury na 10,000, 74. Nagets mo? So, same lang rin, ha? So, it's a matter of knowing kung paano po, saan nanggagaling yung mga items. Nasundan? Okay ba? Yes. So, yan po yung ating shareholders equity. Okay. So, sa